Good morning. So this morning, we're going on a journey. Haha. Yeah, going on a journey today. And yep, Purple Monkey's hanging on. Yep, hey, Purple Monkey. So Purple Monkey wanted to go along too. So we got the whole family in the van. We're going on a journey, going on a little trip. Got Maya in the back. She looks excited, yeah, right? And Jaden, yeah, he's got a new pillow. He likes that. And then Billy Joe, she's driving. So we're all in the van together. We're going on this journey. Well, today we're going somewhere. I'm not telling you where. Have you ever went on a trip where you didn't know where you were going? Well, today we have a story about Naomi. Naomi, her and her husband had 2 sons. And there was a famine in the land, so they left Judah and they went to Moab. While they were in Moab, her husband died and her 2 sons had also died too, unfortunately. But whenever her 2 daughter-in-laws and Naomi were thinking, well, Naomi was thinking, I want to go back home, go back to where we were. But these 2 ladies, they were from Moab, so they were Moabites. And so, boy, we're driving down the road and we're following looks like a tractor. Looks like he's going to be planting. He's a corn planter here. Anyhow, it's Thursday evening, by the way. And, yeah. So, we're just headed down the road. There's the corn planter. And the tractor. Alright, so anyways, back to the story. So, the 2 ladies were Moabites, and this is where they were from. Like I said, Naomi, she was from Judah. So she decided that she wanted to go back home. So she was going to head to Bethlehem. Well, the famine was over, and they were heading back to Bethlehem, and Naomi was just going to head back by herself, and Ruth, which happened to be her daughter-in-law, she said, no, I want to go wherever you go, and I want to be wherever you are, and whoever people that you live with will be my people too. So Ruth and Naomi set off, and they went on this trip. They headed back to Naomi's homeland. Well, while they were there, Ruth was out in the field, and she was gathering wheat. And she was gathering wheat behind those that gather the wheat. So if there's any left behind, she would gather it up. Well, the gentleman that owned the field happened to see Ruth out in the field gathering this wheat that was missed. And he said, "Who is that lady?" Well, it was Ruth. And he said, "Yes, you may gather the wheat that's left behind." And so she did that. Well, Ruth, she did this for several days. And over time, she got to know this man that owned this field. And his name was Boaz. Well, Boaz is a pretty important character in the Bible. Because what he did was he bought back the property that Naomi had. So he was what they called a kinsman redeemer. Now, whenever we go and look in the New Testament, when we look in the book of Matthew, I don't have my Bible right here in front of me. I want to say it's somewhere around Matthew 3, verse 11. It talks about when Jesus came and he was baptized. And he was baptized by John the Baptist. Well, Jesus, whenever he came, he was like Well, he is our kinsman redeemer. What that is somebody that buys something back. Well, he paid for something that we can't pay for, and that's our sins. He paid for our sins on the cross and rose again. And back to our story, where Boaz, he was buying back the property for Naomi. He was the kinsman redeemer. Now, as the story goes through the Bible in Ruth ends up being married to Boaz. Now, Boaz has a son. Boaz and Ruth have a son, and his name is Obed. Obed then has a son. His name is Jesse. Jesse has a son. His name is David, King David. Now, that is the bloodline of Jesus. So this whole story of going back to the line and the lineage of where these people come from and how it comes about, if Ruth was still married to her husband, if he wouldn't have died, she would have never met Boaz, and therefore they would have never had the son Obed. So there was a plan from the beginning. Jesus has this all planned out. So it ends up that the line of Jesus is starting. You know, sometimes we don't understand where we're going, what is going on ahead of us in the future. Kind of like now, we're kind of on a journey right now with, the COVID-19. Everybody has to kind of stay at home. It's kind of a different time period. Well, it's kind of like a journey. You don't know where you're going. You don't know what the future holds. It's kind of like our trip right now. We're on the road and not sure where we're going. She's driving, so she'll take me wherever. So anyhow, this week you'll be able to download the lesson that Kara puts on, and that'll have the one side you can color, and the other side there's things that you have to do. So download that, and you guys, I'm just going to have a short, quick lesson here, so I'm going to just sign off here. So you guys have a great week, and have some fun, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.